Make sure you watch this entire video for an absolutely free Thursday night football breakdown, September 23rd, between the Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Before we get into that, go over to the YouTube and give us a little subscription love. We are sitting at 2-0 on the week. A little bit of a rough week last week at 2-3, but we're picking up the pace this week. We're looking to run hot. We're going to bring this breakdown for Thursday night. We're going to have a breakdown for Friday night college. We're going to have multiple breakdowns for Saturday college, and then Sunday NFL as well. Let's dig right into this one. The Texans have started their season 1-1. You know, if you guys paid attention to what we had as a breakdown for the Texans, you would know that we didn't really give them much credit because of the benching of Deshaun Watson. Now, look what happened. Tyrod Taylor's hurt, and you have a little bit of an issue there. So, you know, they're not going to do well without Deshaun Watson regardless. Tyrod Taylor, he was looking good through half a game. I mean, game and a half, I should say. The first half of the last game that he got hurt in, he looked good as well. And then, of course, he got hurt. And when he got hurt, this young backup, Davis Mills, comes in, and his pass completion percentage was only 44% against the Browns defense. So it's definitely going to be a test for him this week. Is our faith up? It might be, you know. Tyrod Taylor wasn't anything special, and that's why we really weren't very high on the Texans anyway. The Browns are the number one ranked defense in the NFL. Even though it's only been 2 weeks, they're still the number one defense. The Panthers are still the number one defense. Week 1, they went up against the Jets. So, I mean, that should tell you something. They almost lost the game, too, and they're winning 16-10. But last Sunday, they dominated the Saints. They held them to 7 points, 160 total yards of offense, absolutely crushed them. In the first 2 weeks combined, they still haven't allowed 100 rushing yards, so average below 50 per game, and they're only allowing 160 passing yards per game, which is absolutely insane. 10 sacks on the year. But now the Texans' offensive line, very good, only giving up 2 sacks so far this year. So we are pretty impressed by them. Tyrod Taylor, no turnovers, but Davis Mills, he had an interception in his second pass attempt last week against the Browns, so there are some issues there. It's going to be a difficult game against him, but we believe that after practicing with the first-team offense, he should see some good stuff happening. Panthers' run defense is a stone wall, so he's definitely going to be forced to pass. We think he's going to turn the ball over a little bit, but we also think that he will keep the game close enough where they may not get blown out. Now, on the other side, Sam Darnold looking decent, manning the Panthers' offense, averaging 290 yards, 2 touchdowns per game. Turnovers, though, that's his problem. His problems from the Jets have come to Carolina. He had a pick and a fumble last week. The fumble was luckily recovered by the offense. In week 1, he lost a fumble as well. Not good. We believe that the Texans will stay in the ball game because of Sam Darnold's turnover problems. Watch for that. Okay, they've forced fumbles, they've forced picks, so they are getting turnovers. They're playing with pride. They're playing with heart. Despite giving up an average of 26 points per game, they have very good defensive plays being made, and we like what we are seeing so far. They're going to have to make plays, though. It's going to be very hard for them to stop the rush, so they got to get it done. They really do. The Panthers, of course, Christian McCaffrey, top rush offense, absolute beast of a workhorse, 60 touches already this year. So the Texans are going to have to stack the box, and Sam Darnold and their receivers will be tested. DJ Moore, keep our eyes on him. He's getting picked off. Darnold is trying to force it to DJ Moore. So we think that Darnold's going to try to force it to DJ Moore. Moore might get a little bit loose, and the Texans get a turnover there. With Mills in for Tyrod Taylor, we think that it's going to be a low-scoring, close game. Darnold's mistakes are going to cause issues. You know, we don't really see the Panthers losing the game, but with all of the stuff going on here, we're going with the Texans. +8. We do not think that it stays it stays that big of a distance. You know, the Texans are 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. We'll take it. We're going to jump on the Texans for the surprise cover, low-scoring game. They can lose by a touchdown and still cover this 8-point spread. We're going with the Texans +8. Let's make it 3-0 on the week. Subscribe to the YouTube. Give us the love, notifications, comments, all that good stuff. If you disagree with the play, let us know. If you agree with the play, let us know and why. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow for College Football Friday Night Lights.